Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh my goodness, I missed you guys so much. It's been forever. I know. Where to begin? This year has been absolutely bonkers, so please bear with me. I know I've not been online for a while, but I am working on it. I'm working on a few things in the background, so very soon I might be able to update you all on it. But today I wanted to talk about one thing that I've noticed a trend in Kenya, and that's the president's shirt. So President Kenyatta has been wearing so many snazzy shirts. Can I say snazzy anymore? Is that cool? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. So Mr. President Uhuru Kenyatta has been rocking the most dope shirts I've seen in a while. He's been rocking a lot of Rivatex prints and a lot of Kenyan locally made fabrics, and so I wanted to come on here and kind of comment on that a little bit and just say hey to you guys because I missed you so much.
Well, in case you didn't know, all the shirts are designed and made right here in the country by Rivatex East Africa Limited. This is a textile factory that is based in Eldoret, Uasin Gishu County. The government has also asked civil servants to dress in Kenyan-made clothing on Fridays to support the economy. The president has been donning African print shirts and seems to have taken a break from his formal suits. The elaborately designed multicolored African print shirts have earned the president praise from fashion enthusiasts. Local textile manufacturer Rivatex has confirmed that most of the African print shirts donned by the president have been made by them. President Uhuru Kenyatta is easily the most visible brand ambassador of Moi University-owned Rivatex East Africa since the firm's revival in June 2019.
When President wears a design, he now gives freedom for us to stitch these designs to the public so that people can enjoy those designs that he has worn. This is a shirt that he had used some few months ago, and people had already gone ahead to stitch different things like the pillows, the shirts, the dress, and all that. And it was a good marketing for us. And we are happy that at least we have also increased the marketing of that same design.
In 2017, the government rolled out Buy Kenya, Build Kenya strategic report.
And I've seen his other senior government officials are doing the same. We have CS Education, CS Industries, CS Transport, and they are all supporting us now.
The report was trying to address the issue of Kenyans spending more on imports than local products.
Because as we import, we create employment elsewhere. And we want to say that everything done locally, the cotton, the fabric, and people buy our fabric, and we can also export the fabric.
The government says the revival of leading textile factories, including Rivatex, Thicker Cotton Mills, and Ken Knit, is a deliberate and sustained government strategy aimed at benefiting cotton farmers, growing local industries, and creating jobs for the youth.
I can say it has had a lot of multiplier effect, beginning with the cotton grass. Now we are reviving cotton growing, which had been dead for almost 20 years. We are giving farmers free seeds, and we're also giving them pesticides.
In the president's words, Buy Kenya, Build Kenya.
Welcome, visit our shops in Nairobi, Nakuru, Kisumu, here in Eldoret, in our main institution, in our main operating institution here at Rivatex.
He is leading this initiative from the front, and fashionably so.
He's been wearing the dopest shirts, and he's been looking really good. So I was wondering, what's up with Mr. President's shirts? So I did some digging and I found out that Mr. Uhuru Kenyatta, the President of the Republic of Kenya, has been on an effort to encourage the nation, to encourage the people to consume a lot of local or locally made products. And I feel that I'm for it 100%. I like the fact that he's promoting locally made goods and products, as well as the fact that a lot of Kenyans do look upon our locally made products with a little bit of, madarao. What's the... yeah, like we most of us, I don't want to generalize, right? Most of us do have this idea that, you know, something imported is much better than what's found locally. So kudos to you, Mr. President, for promoting locally made products. However, the local fashion industry has been under siege by the importation of cheap clothing and secondhand clothing. These goods offer cheaper ways for Kenyans to clothe themselves and while looking good, and so a lot of people do tend to buy secondhand clothing. I feel like there's more that needs to be done. I know there were efforts to ban the importation of secondhand clothing, but then there were a lot of protests when it came to the actual implementation of the ban. I know that this industry, the secondhand clothing industry, employs a lot of Kenyans, and a lot of Kenyans rely on the secondhand clothing to kind of, you know, look good and dress themselves with dignity. At the same time, we as Kenyans, we need to examine where we put our money. So because our money has a lot of power, whether or not you choose to buy something from secondhand clothing or from imported goods rather than going to your local tailor, it speaks a lot. And I do understand that a lot of you will say, well, the tailors don't have the type of quality that you require. And I agree 100%. I have a video, if you haven't seen that, how a tailor gravely disappointed me. I will put that right there for you to check out, or the link in the description. But we as a people, I think we need to come up with solutions on how we can scale the efforts of President Uhuru Kenyatta. I don't want to put this solely on the government, because we have learned so many times that they're not the most effective in implementing some of these things, because how long have they been trying to revive all these textile industries? Years and years, and still there's so much that needs to be done. So I think we need to take it up upon ourselves as a private citizens to see how we can find solutions. And I am ready to see all your suggestions in the comments below, because I know a lot of you will have very many opinions when it comes to this matter. However, I do want to applaud the president for at least taking that step into showing people that he's willing to walk the walk and not just talk the talk, by actually wearing some of these shirts. What he could also do for us is to tell us where he got the shirts or where his tailors are, because those shirts are looking very good. And I know, Mr. President, your tailor is not our tailor. So how can we get that quality for the rest of us, the regular mwananchi? We need to come up with solutions that will help us scale your efforts, Mr. President. And can we talk about why going to a tailor is so expensive? Why is it so expensive why is it much more expensive to buy something that's locally made than to buy something that's coming from overseas? It has to be shipped here, but it's cheaper. Can we have that discussion? Well, first thing, a lot of these tailors have to buy imported fabric. Imported, maybe they say, oh, it comes from Congo, it comes from Rwanda, it comes from Uganda. Most of them don't say this is a local fabric. We do not consume our own local fabrics. Why? Sure, Rivatex fabrics will look good on a shirt, but I don't think they translate to the aesthetic that the everyday person wants to wear. So I think differentiation, like Rivatex is trying, but the problem is that tailors have a hard time sourcing fabrics locally, and they have to rely on imported fabrics or wait for you to bring your own fabric to them for them to make something for you. And then the amount of time it takes for them to create one particular garment or one product is way too long. They have to wrestle with some clanky old pedal machines, or they don't have the resources to scale up to hire people to do the manual job. So you'll find that one tailor who is incredible but has to work on all the little jobs to create one thing. He's the same person who's doing the buttons, the same person who's doing the zippers, the same person who's doing the cutting, doing everything. And then he has 5 or 6 clients waiting on them to finish their product. So yeah, they're expensive. They don't produce nearly enough products to cater for the expenses, and so they mark up their prices to cover their costs, which makes a burden for the client. So again, I do applaud you, Mr. President, for trying to highlight the local industries, but I think there's also a lot more that needs to be done to create the scalability for these entrepreneurs. And I would like to hear your opinion on the issue in the comments below. And I think in the coming days, I want to lay out a plan that I have, but I don't think I'm ready to share it yet. So please stay tuned, come back. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click the subscription button. It's completely free. I know I said every Sunday, but as you can see, the times are kind of wonky right now. It's crazy in Pandy Town. By Pandy, I mean pandemic. So I hope to see you again soon. Until then, bye-bye. And so, can you tell how excited I am to see you guys? Oh my gosh.